Oh wait, we might be live. Maybe. Possibly. Potentially. Closed door. Go away. Listen for the sound check, though it's going to be a little bit because I didn't talk for a while. And now, feeling dead air. Yup. What's going on, people? Today we have AIMA and LS battling. I have been told to call it War of the Lovers, Lovers' War, the big war of many love having the Lovers' War. I believe that for some reason at some point AIMA had an internal struggle, a very strongly worded argument between all their members, and they took two sides, and LS, the vile scum villain clan, popped in to their civil war and chose a side and supported the rebels against the main establishment, and that's apparently a whole storyline thing, and they hate each other. They hate each other to the death! So we are here to figure out if LS is truly a superior clan, or if AIMA can hold strong after their civil internal bullshit. Alright. I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be here. Dilatron and Contende. Do you see anything that could possibly indicate Dilatron and Contende? Maybe AIMA bar, but they're already playing. Scrutinizer versus Murph is already going. Alright, still just vibing, just chilling. Alright, I have been informed that someone is potentially going to be late, slightly. So now I will ask King of the Dead and Butcherbird to host for now. Okay, we'll find it. We'll figure it out. In the meantime, Mantis said Beastmen. Okay, and then someone else said something. Lord Baltimore messaged me and said Greenskins. How do I do that? Ugh. Alright, here's the lineup for today. Dialtron versus Contende at some point. King of the Dead versus Butcherbird. Lord Baltimore versus the Central Scrutinizer. Noah, I think his name is literally Noah Face, versus Murphalurf. Tien or Samurai Styles. One of the two is going to be fighting there versus Red Wedding Planner. And we have Head Mantis versus Jeff the Jar. And there are 6 matches, so it is possible this goes 3-3. It's, I'm mercenary in all this. I was hired to do the... I was hired to do the dues. I was not in charge of the maths. I just need to shout into a microphone and look really pretty. And gosh, do I look pretty. The prettiest. Oh, shit. Wait. Yep, okay. I fixed it for you guys. I'm pretty sure this isn't Butcherbird, but maybe it is. I will just slip in here and spectate just to see. Oh, and my tea's ready. Fuck. No! I must go get my tea. Hey, it's Bird! Alright. I was ready. I see the bird. Hi, Bird. Oh. Maybe? Stand by. It sounds like Butcherbird is fighting in her HW's league today. Okay. Sure, you host. Okay, so Bird's playing in something else. I will leave. I will depart. I am sorry for the... Sorry for intruding. Alright, Dilatron is going to be going Chaos. I see you, TN. I see you. Uh-oh. I'm still getting spammed. He can't hear me in the delay. Oh, boy. Alright, Dialatron, where are you at? Rhythm. AIMA Clan War. Got it. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Contende, what up? You're going to be fighting with Dialatron. I don't know what faction you're going. I know what faction he's going, and I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you what faction he's going or supposed to shut my dang mouth. So I'll shut my dang mouth. I'm here. Alright, I will leave you all with the comedic stylings of whatever sounds you can hear in the background. BRB! T calls! T! T! Tea. Alright, I have my tea. What's going on? Dialatron says, hey, I will reply, howdy do. Murph, if you are watching at all in any capacity, so many people have been confused why my name is Hubby. I don't know when I can change it back. I'll change it back eventually, but I thought I'd give you some time to enjoy the new name. I don't know how to spend channel points, Hammond. I don't know what channel points are. Is this a Twitch thing I'm too YouTube to understand? I don't know. Who's messaging me? What's going on? Okay. What tea bag, though, is the question. It is raspberry, and I added honey to the tea, but it's raspberry tea. Also, Contende, if you're still in the chat, get in this game. There you are. Contende is here. I probably need a screen blocker, don't I? Dude, I love this screen blocker because the little nubs on the top go on each side of the contestants. You can still see them, but it looks like it's giving them a nice hug. It completely blocks the army, but you can see the units on the side, so I can talk about them if I want to. You can see the map on the other side. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Hey, bird. Hey, for Poland. What's going on, people? Contende's here. Contende's going Empire. Alright. Empire. So I'll go over to the left screen for a second. Oh, no, not Photoshop. Photoshop, no. Stay out of this. Boop. Go away. Go away. It's okay, we're done with you. If you're on this list, King of the Dead, Butcherbird, Central Scrutinizer, Murphalurf, NoahFace, TN, or Red Wedding Planner, or Jeff the Jar, I apparently need to know your faction. I know the factions of the people on this list already. Just a heads up. Just tell me what's going on. I just work here. So at first, we have Contende on Empire versus Dialatron on Chaos. Very fitting, since LS are clearly the good guys and AIMA are the bad guys. The big, evil, spooky, bad Empire. That's true. I love how I lost one free-for-all, and it was the very last one, and now I am cursed to have this name forever. This one. It's a good one. Who's messaging me? Is it people I told to message me? Alright. Correct? Correct. Got it. I will add you to the things. Okay, what's happening? What's going on? Dimeros is playing. Okay, who is Dimeros? TN, I do not know who Dimeros is. I have never heard of this individual. For Poland, you're still sick? Get better, dude. I'm breathe deep and probably cough because you have pneumonia, so never mind. Don't breathe deep. Dimeros has messaged me. Who is this individual? Just talked to you and told DM my bond pick. You'll be playing blank, and I will not announce blank on the stream because I'm not an idiot. And Red Wedding Planner could be here trying to snipe your faction. Sir. I'll throw him a TY, though. How are we doing behind the screen blocker? Dialatron's ready. Contende is not quite ready yet. Contende is thinking big and hard. What? I'm confused. Alright. He's another new recruit. Good to know. Ah, that is some good tea. That is some good tea. Ladies and gentlemen, we broke... Sorry. We broke 300 subscribers and some of my chat wants a hot tub stream. Now, I don't own a hot tub, and I also don't know what'll get me demonetized on YouTube. So I was thinking of making a video of, like, a bath, and then the camera's at an angle you can only see up, and then it's just, like, me in the bath waving, and it's like a 10-second video. So that could be kind of funny. Just pneumonia. Poor for Poland. That is, to quote a friend, a big tragedy. And I'm sad. I am sad. Or is it getting better at least? Because you've been sick for a while. Or is it still kind of in the dumps? Alright, we're loading up. Game 1. Between LS and AIMA. And actually, I believe Contende is on the right side, so he is LS. Hey, the scorecard's correct. Cold tub stream. Gotcha. You should take a bath with a rat. Dude, I haven't had a rat since I was like 10 years old. Rats are tight. I now have a cat and a dog though, so I don't think that rat would live very long. But this pneumonia really like this coming of the Polish championships. Oh yeah. You guys do have like a all Polish league thing going on. How many players do you have signed up for that? And it is very unfortunate that you are sick during that. Because in case anybody can't infer, for Poland is in fact Polish. Alright, for Contende we have 4 halberdiers. It looks like 4 great swords as well. 1 basic archer, 2 handgunners, 2 empire knights. A life wizard with Earthblood and Regrowth. And we have Karl Franz in the sky with Galmaraz, Reikland Runefang, Stand Your Ground. The usual shit. Hey, Head Mantis. What's going on? Who messaged me? What the frick? I will wait and answer that when I feel like it. On the other side, we have Marauder Horsemen for Dialatron. It looks like all 4 of them are Marauder Horsemen. No Horse Masters, no Throwing Axes. Chaos Marauders, Forsaken, mixed in with more Forsaken. Oh, wow. Mostly Forsaken on this front line. Very interesting. Sartorial the Everbird with Final Trans and Plague of Rust. We have the Weird Spawn, Chaos Spawn with Armor Sundering, a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, and 1 Chaos Chariot. Both of these builds are very unique. I will say I think Great Swords will probably pummel the shit out of Forsaken. Probably. 30-20 with 85 armor versus 32-30 with anti-infantry and armor piercing. Eee. Yeah, Great Swords are probably going to beat Forsaken pretty badly in combat. Alright. Cool. I'm guessing the Empire is going to win the front line pretty hard. The front line is kind of all Chaos has. I think the Empire is probably going to win. Probably. Duras, you have 6 dogs? Good lord. And also 28 already in the Polish League. That is a lot of players. Gotcha. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, I think the Empire front line will beat the Chaos front line, as we mentioned, and then handgunners and archers can defeat skirmish cav in ranged combat. Franz would be pretty good against Everchicken and Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. Yeah, I think this Empire build is pretty well countering what Chaos are trying to bring here. Handgunners actually get a nice volley off on those Chaos Chariots, surprisingly not obstructed by their own Halberdiers, a little bit downhill, but sometimes this game can be a little finicky about obstruction. Empire Knights crash into Chaos Chariots, that is usually a good trade for heavy cav versus chariots, but the Life Wizard is getting attacked by the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, and Franz will jump in trying to bail him out. This is a big old blob. These handgunners are outside of it. Maybe they can shoot Sartorial, maybe they can shoot the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, but maybe also these Marauder Horsemen will run around all the infantry and hit these exposed handgunners. Halberdiers are eating some shots from Marauder Horsemen, but they're not taking too much damage for it just yet, and they're fine with holding their position there. Franz and some Cav are surrounding Sartorial, and that is good, but a big old final trans. Is it overcasted? Yep, indeed. That is going to destroy this Jade Wizard. All these infantry are getting murked very hard, and now they are terror routing. And this could be really bad. Franz is down to half health, and his healer is routing. If some of these skirmish cav can run around and catch him, he will not be able to come back. He will not be able to heal Franz. And speaking of healing Franz, Franz is also getting the business. He will turn... Oh, that is terrible for Contende. The Jade Wizard shatters. Meaning now he doesn't even need to be chased off. He's just not coming back. Dragon Ogre Shaggoth is somehow all over Franz's ass, and even going to get another hit on the way out. And that might be a quick victory for Chaos. That was a beautiful final trans. As we can see, the Great Swords are pounding the Forsaken, but it looks like the hero fight, Franz just unfortunately lost it and was even murdered by the Shaggoth later. Jade Wizard breaking really took the wind out of the Empire's sails there. Now their ranged assets are still pretty healthy, but now they're just forced to run without a front line to cover them, and that was a beautiful final transmutation. For Poland, I do not have Polish nationality, but for anyone out there who does, you can apparently sign up until midnight. And Chaos wins it. That one final trans got 2,000 value, and the Shaggoth got 2,700 value in that much time, too. Good lord. Beat the brakes off of them. Look around, Forsaken did okay. Great Swords did fine, if they weren't the ones getting final transed in the middle. Halberdiers really struggled. Empire Knights, looks like they honestly struggled too. Handgunners and archers just didn't get to shoot very much. Franz getting 1,500 value in no time at all. And I was kicked from the lobby. Sad. Alright, I don't know who's up next. I haven't heard back from King of the Dead, so I'm just going to go to the next game. We need Lord Baltimore and Central Scroot. Host, please. There's the Scrutinizer versus Murph. Is that important? I don't know. I'll see who's in here. I'll peek in. Yeah, Murph and Scrooge are just chilling here. Hi. I see you. Okay. Yeah. Apparently they were just practicing. You know what? Screw this. I'm gonna host it. AIMA LS clan thingy. I'm hosting now. Too bad. Hey, Captain Tillis. What up? Huh, that's promising. It takes this long to create a game. Hey, there's one I'm looking for anyway. Let's do this instead of trying to host a game. I just tried. It failed. All right. I'm here. I'm here. Hello. We have Lord Baltimore. He was in our finals yesterday. What were we doing? The Antiquity Cup. Yes. For the gold renown, he faced AC Maiden and went 2-3 against him. All right. I have no idea. I know Lord Baltimore told me greenskins. Map is Galbaraz. I'm just picking one. That's my map now. Okay. What do these picks look like? You blind pick. I know Balties. So I can vouch if he lies. What have you missed so far? You missed AIMA go up 1. Sorry, I haven't recorded their score yet, but Dilatron has defeated Contende. There, I changed the score. And I can get a blocker up. Boom. Central Scrutinizer needs to blind pick a faction versus Lord Baltimore. As I've said it a couple times, but just in case Central's here, I'll go blank. Kind of surprised. I think that Chaos Army really took advantage of the big blob that happened in the front. The Empire Army had spaced out a little bit. They maybe could have fared better. I picked Galbaraz because it's a greenskin map. Yeah, it was Forsaken versus Greatswords, and then a final trans, and a Dragon under Shaggoth beat the absolute shit out of Franz, and he died immediately. It's pretty funny. Spook. Alright, we'll see what faction they pick. Alright, Scroot's going Empire versus Greenskins. LS going for the double Empire pick. Those chads. If you're out there, Noah Face, Red Wedding Planner, or Jeff in a Jar, I do still need your faction picks, apparently. I have a blocker up, right? Yup. Good. Good, good. I did not want to rat out Lord Baltimore's Lord choice. That would be bad. Who's next on this thing? Noah Face and Merv. Okay. Cool, cool. Ripped Franz, he's so squishy without healing. Yeah, he had a Jade Wizard next to him, but that Jade Wizard got smacked in the face by a giant Dragon Ogre, and then he got final transed, and then he got hit in the face 2 more times by that Dragon Ogre, and he shattered and died. So that was pretty tragic. The build behind the screen blocker is looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I have some thoughts, but I will spoil something for you. We are not getting... I know we're all sick of seeing him, but we're not getting the basic Orc War Boss. I know, he's in every matchup. I'm fucking sick of him too, and Lord Baltimore's not taking the basic Orc War Boss. He's fine. It's fine. We don't have to see that disgusting character again. He's too strong. I have to counter what the players say. Delicious tea. It's all gone now, though. What do we have going on Monday? Logic and Honey Nut best of 7. Oh, yeah. Monday I have a best of 7 between Void Lols and Honey Nut. That'll be pretty funny. Sunday I have the Tournament of 13 finals. We'll have Ice Power, Void Lols, Chosen One, and Cal Harmon / Dactor, because Cal Harmon can't be there that day, playing for $100. Second place gets 50, third place gets 20, last place gets 10. And that might be the last serious tournament I host, because that's a huge pain in the ass. It's just, it sucks. It's trying to herd cats. I'm also pretty sure none of them read the rules, because I've been asked by 2 out of the 4 contestants have asked me what the rules are when I specifically made a channel for it and pinged them for it. So I don't know. I don't know, dude. We'll see. But 1 playoffs between 4 players, and then it's done. It's done, dusted, and I can, well, that's actually tricky, isn't it? Because my serious tournaments get the best viewership, but they also are no fun to host. My for fun tournaments have barely any participation, but those are the fun ones. Oh, the decisions. Maybe I won't host playoffs. I'll just host one-off tournaments that are serious, but then not a playoff system, because that sucks. All right, we're in the game. Central Scrutinizer on Empire versus the Green Boys of Lord Baltimore. And Lord Baltimore brought Azhag. Azhag the Slaughterer, and he always surprises me that he has 110 speed. 110 speed up on his Wyvern. He has Purple Sun and Spirit Leech. On the floor we have Goblin Big Boss without They Need Stabbin'. We have some Goblins, 2 Black Orcs, some Orc Boar Boys, and Orc Boar Boy Biggins, Forest Goblin Spider Riders, and 2 Wolf Riders, one of which is Morgrubs. Day 8 Peak Loonies, a couple Orc Boys, and that is it. It's a very nice green skin front line. On the other side, we have 2 Pistoliers for Central Scrutinizer. We have a Steam Tank, Karl Franz in the sky, 2 Great Swords to fight those Black Orcs, 2 Knights of the Blazing Sun, 2 Swordsmen, 3 Spearmen standing in the back, and a Jade Wizard with Earthblood and Regrowth. So it looks like Franz and the Jade Wizard went to the back room, had a little meeting, and said, hey, look here. We can't get final transed and absolutely fucked up again. Come on, let's get back in the game. And they're here for round 2. So they've rebounded to go fight Greenskins. And this time, they brought a tank. Yeah, $100 is a lot of money. What up, Zombie Quest? What up? Zombie Quest, are you Polish? If you're Polish, let me know. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, $100 is a lot. Like, I don't mind the money. I wanted to offer the money so people would try hard because I did want to have a try-hard tournament. But it's just the playoffs. Organizing the playoffs has honestly just been a huge pain in the ass. Like, people ask you questions 2 or 3 times and they don't listen to the answer and they'll ask you the question the day of and it's like, ugh. Duras, you have a good time with whatever you've been procrastinating. I hope it does not break you emotionally and physically. Zombie Quest and I played a best of 3 this morning, and I completely destroyed them. It was a 3-0. I beat them all 3 games. I did wonderfully. Yep, that's what happened. And if you have never seen this channel before, you should probably know that I am lying. That is a joke. We actually did have a pretty fun series, but it was 2-1. He was victorious. I won on Skaven and lost on the other 2. High Elves and Dark Elves, I think. Alright, the game is off. So the skirmish advantage definitely goes to the greenskins overall, but I think in like a 2v2 fight, the Pistoliers will probably trade pretty well because they have direct line of fire, and the Wolf Riders and Spider Riders fire up and over, so you can dodge them pretty easily, whereas bullets are a little harder to dodge. You can do it, it's just harder. Spearmen are advancing a little bit. Of course, there is the steam tank, which functions as an artillery piece, so of course the greenskins have to advance. It looks like some of their boar boys are taking cannon shots while they faff about a little bit, but it's the orc boar boys, it's not the big ones, so take the little blessings, I guess. Azhag is advancing on the side. This would be a nice angle if he had, like, that soul quench ability from the High Elves or overcasted fireball. But obviously he's a deathcaster, so he's just going to drain some Knights of the Blazing Sun for fun. Do they have magic resist? Oh my god, they have magic resist. Okay, I forgot that. Probably don't Spirit Leech them. Probably. Though, I guess the Greatswords? What else could he even Spirit Leech around here? Franz? Yeah, Franz would be a good target. Just waste some of his healing. Or Spirit Leech the Jade Wizard and make the Jade Wizard heal himself, not Franz. Regardless, Date Peak Loonies are getting close to the steam tank. It looks like some swordsmen are going to run in and fight them, but swordsmen won't kill them fast enough, and they are going to be able to get off their Loons charge. Pistoliers are trying to shoot Azhag a little bit, but the backline has been compromised by Orc Boys and Orc Boar Boy Biggins. There's not a lot back here that can really stop them. The Knights of the Blazing Sun will get crumped by all this Boar Cav. Where are the Loons? Show me the Loons. Might be saving it for the Great Swords, but we'll try to keep an eye out for Loonage. Earthblood coming in to counteract the Spirit Leech on these Knights of the Blazing Sun. That is a good idea. They are very valuable. Loons! We saw them! Those swordsmen are going to break very quickly. We can see in the background they are breaking. Pistoliers are a little tattered. And Franz is really trying to get involved. He landed on some pigs, I think, there. I don't know really what stopped him. But the Greenskins are fully overrunning this force. Black Orcs are chomping down on some swordsmen, and actually with 2 Black Orc units surrounding the steam tank, I mean, maybe you just need 1, but that steam tank's actually in a lot of trouble if it stays there. Franz, on the other hand, is going to slap the shit out of this Goblin Big Boss. There is no they need stabbing, there's no support around really at all, so he should be easily crumped and destroyed. Spirit Leech is still good versus Knights of the Blazing Sun, in my opinion, just does a little less. True. True. Great Swords have managed to cleave through some Orc Boys, which is quite good for them. Black Orcs are kind of sprinting around. The steam tank did get away from them. I wonder what they're aiming at right now. Maybe they're trying to chase these swordsmen, but they will end up running into Great Swords. And with the steam tank supporting, maybe the Great Swords can win. They'll trade okay, but currently they're getting downhill charged by a unit with more health and more leadership. In the back, the Boar Blob is still over here. If there was Dwellers below, that would be very silly, but we don't have one, unfortunately. Some of the oh god, all the pigs are terror routing from Franz. Classic greenskins for you. It looks like they're kind of getting shot by their own boys, so that might also be giving them a leadership debuff. The steam tank plus Great Swords hitting these Black Orcs in the back because they keep trying to break combat and instead just take a lot of damage for their trouble is leading them to have a lot of issues, and it looks like greenskins are running out of stamina here. That big pig blob breaking was pretty bad for them, and these Black Orcs getting crumped by Great Swords is not going so great either. These Black Orcs are actually surprisingly low in leadership considering how healthy they are. And, ooh, that was a good hit from Azhag on top of this Jade Wizard. And he gets another nice hit, and the Jade Wizard will break. And we saw the Chaos game earlier. Jade Wizard's breaking is apparently really close to shattering. But Azhag is getting hit in the bum by Franz, and god damn it, he shatters again. Why do you guys keep shattering? Alright. Franz should be the target of every single Spirit Leech from now on, because he has no healing left. Azhag gets back up in the sky, gets away from this fight. Black Orcs are chopping on Franz, very nice. Spirit Leech him if you can. And what is left to kill the steam tank? Some Black Orcs, but it looks like they're about to break. A bunch of Goblins. The Boar Boys and Boar Boy Biggins can actually do pretty well against the steam tank in open field, so it'll be about clearing out everything around them. Spirit Leech, Franz. Please go Spirit Leech, Franz. Please, please, please. Franz needs to be Spirit Leech to die. For the Empire, we have 1 full health unit of Spearmen left. We have a very healthy steam tank, and we have 2 Pistoliers, and Franz, of course. Other than that, they're looking also quite tattered. For the Greenskins, we have some Boar Cav around, doing okay. Some Black Orcs, though they are routing and being chased off the map. It looks like these Orc Boar Boys do have to be brought in. Peel off these Knights of the Blazing Sun, save the Black Orcs. Franz got a little Spirit Leeched. And Azhag will get a very nice rear charge on the Spearman with shields. Probably terror route them, if not just naturally route them. Probably. Boar Boys are trying to fight against these Knights of the Blazing Sun. They're trading okay, but the Steam Tank and Franz doing a lot of work on them in return. I don't know if the Greenskins have enough boys. Do they have enough in the tank? So much stuff is routing. It's all right next to the edge of the map, so I wouldn't be surprised if it routed off. And are these Biggins? Orc Boar by Biggins getting on top of the Steam Tank. This might be a critical moment. I wonder if Azhag's nearby. No, he was taking some damage from some Spearmen. Maybe if he can get over here, Spirit Leech and rear charge Franz, but no, with those guys terror routing off. Yet again, that'll be pretty bad. Where are the Wa's? I don't know if I've seen a single Wa in this game. Maybe. Another Spirit Leech onto Franz. Good damage on him. Bringing him down decently low. Borcav is trying to get on top of the Steam Tank, but they just keep like terror routing off and stuff. And Franz getting a side charge and another terror route comes in. Where is Azhag? Hey, Wa! Alright, everything has ITP and a bunch of melee attack. This is a critical moment. If they can use their buffed up stats to kill Franz, it looks like Franz will pull away, but now there's some Knights of the Blazing Sun in the Steam Tank that will suffer the consequences of Franz leaving. This is a big moment for the Greenskins if they're going to get back in this game. Azhag's coming in. If he can Spirit Leech and pop any buffs, does he have any of his buffs? No. If he can Spirit Leech Franz and attack him in the sky at the same time, maybe he can break him, run him off the edge of the map. Black Orcs are doing well. Ooh, actually that is nice. A beautiful rear charge onto the Steam Tank. It has no leadership, but getting in there with his armor-piercing values is quite good. Now Pistoliers are going to try to pin him in a little bit. It looks like Franz is diving down on top of him. If he connects onto Azhag, this could be a brutal end to the game. And he does connect onto Azhag. Azhag is going to lose his leadership, and he will 100% definitely run off the map. But no, he rallies. Wow, that is shocking. He gets back into the sky. Now these little skirmish cav can't keep Franz off of him, but Azhag is fast as fuck, boy, and he is going to run away. He has 20 whole speed on Franz. Speed is kind of a general thing in this game, so maybe it doesn't matter, but hopefully he will be able to get away. Maybe cast another Spirit Leech behind him onto Franz, who knows. But it is good to have Azhag alive. Steam Tank's taking a lot of damage, but the Black Orcs fighting it are running out of juice. Skirmish cav running around trying to rout off all the Empire troops. It's down to Franz and the Steam Tank, as it always was. These Black Orcs are going to rout, though they are ITP, so they can't terror out at least. And with Azhag flying over, maybe they'll rally. No, they are going to rout just a little bit. Azhag is awful close to Franz. He's so close, Franz might get his charge animation. No, he does not. Franz instead is going to run around with the Steam Tank. I wonder if there was a purple sun, and that's where all the Spirit Leech mana went. I don't know. I didn't see a purple sun riding around. Alright, Franz getting surrounded. Not Wurzag. Azhag, though very low in health, does have to charge in here right now, or the game is just going to end from out from under his feet. I know he is very damaged. I know his leadership is low, but this game is just about gone. The only thing you can hope for is for that nice 480 armor-piercing damage to get a sweet 1 or 2 punches onto Franz. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get it, and all of his troops are routing besides some basic-ass skirmish cav. Does he have a Spirit Leech? No, and a Steam Tank shot hits him in the belly, and that will cause army losses for Lord Baltimore. LS, get a point back. 1-1. Alright. Very nice, very nice. Azhag actually got really good value, all things considered. Orc Boys and Goblins did their best, but they got chopped apart by Greatswords. Black Orcs were a good pick. Boar Boys, as usual for me, unfortunately, were a little underwhelming. Skirmish Cav did excellently. Franz himself got 1900 value, about the same as Azhag, actually. Steam Tank did wonderfully. Knights of Blazing Sun, mixed results. And Pistoliers did excellently. And a lot of the state troops actually traded okay. GG, well played indeed. It's Jeff the Jar! Jeff the Jar is here! Hello, Jeff of the Jarrington. Jeff the Jar. We might go to you faster than you think. Ho ho. Alright, who won? Central Screw on the Empire. And then, did I change the score yet? No, I didn't. Okay. Sounds like we'll have King of the Dead and Butcher Bird. Sounds like. Okay. I wonder, have they hosted? When do I fight Human Boy? Apparently now? I've been told it's you and King of the Dead. Please host. I'm just doing my best to hang on. Just try to keep up with all you youngins. All you youngins. GG, well played. Jeff the Jar, if you could message me what faction you're going to be playing, that would be ideal. I already know what your opponent's playing, so they can't... If you just want to type it in YouTube, if that's easier for you, that's fine. I already know what your opponent's playing, so they can't change it at this point, so they can't counterpick you. It's fine. Just basically tell me what your favorite faction is that you want to play today. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Though don't squeeze lemons if you have cuts on your hands, or that's going to hurt like a bitch. I joined King Join Me Now, and I got kicked, so... I don't know where I'm going. Got it. Your opponent's playing Beastmen, so get ready for that. Chat, tell me if you see it and I don't, and I'm just being an idiot. Alright, King Join Me Now. Again, let's do this. Howdy. Okay. What map? Oh, he asked me the same thing. Mortis Wastes. That's a good one. I haven't seen it in a long time. Alright, Jeff in a Jar's playing Vampirates. If you're out there, Red Wedding Planner or Noah Face, I still need your factions. Also, King of the Dead. I have no idea what King of the Dead's playing. Probably Tomb Kings, because that's like his thing, but I don't know. Alright. Bird's here. Bird's chilling. How you, buddy? Please, more Empire. Well, I don't know what King's playing. Ah. So he's out. Okay. If not, I have a sub I can get on a moment's notice. What's going on? Murph will play Dimeros. Red Wedding Planner will play Rusty. Okay. Cool. So Murph will play Dimeros, and Red Wedding is playing Rusty. Okay. If Rusty's around, then I need your faction pick versus Red Wedding. Though I guess Red Wedding also hasn't given me their faction picks. Doesn't matter that much. Hey, King's here. King, what faction? Who's messaging me? What's going on? What's happening? I'm scared. I'm scared. He's thinking. He's thinking. Tomb Kings. Alright, Tomb Kings it is. Blocker, blocker, where art thou? Blocker, blocker, I need you now. I actually just came up with that shit on the spot. I am a poet. Alright, I have all the factions except for Rusty and Red Wedding Planner. Nice. I did suspect, maybe, possibly, that there would be Tomb Kings, so I picked a desert map because it just seemed thematic and fun. And we'll see. I know Butcherbird's favorite lord in the whole game is Alberic de Bordelot, so we're probably going to see him, 4 Grail Knights, 6 Peasant Bowmen, 25 Foot Squires, and that'll be a build. Captain, tell us you're okay with some Tomb Kings. That's good, man. That's good, because that's what you're getting. That's what you're getting. Rusty says, yo. Hammond's messaging me now. Everything's happening. I'm scared and confused. Also, Logic's going live right now. Okay. Alright. Nope. Next week. When I have it in my hands, currently it's in China. What's going on? Are you going to be Brett? Yep. Aw, Ham's offering to buy a copy of my board game. That's dope. Dope as fuck. Yeah, hopefully that will release sometimes next week. It's hard coordinating with a factory because they operate on a time scale of months, and so they said it'll be ready in very early October, and I'm like, well, okay. Let's see, what was the last message from them? Whole process should be done in 2 weeks, and that was September 24th, which would take us, to next week should hopefully be done. Then we just need to calculate shipping costs so I can factor that in, and then I will just post the price as the average shipping cost so that, someone doesn't try to order a $40 game and pay $30 in shipping and some bullshit like that. So I'll just make it like it's $50, and if you have $30 in shipping, then I get $20, and if you have $10 in shipping, I get $40, but at least nobody has to deal with bullshit fucking high-ass shipping costs. What is this game? This game, I can show you in between the next battle, but it's a board game. It's essentially Magic the Gathering if you don't want to spend a bunch of money every 2 weeks to keep your deck up to date, and your characters actually have special powers. Like, the character, you pick a character and then you pilot a deck as that character, rather than just having a deck, the mage you are actually has characteristics, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I can talk about it in between the games. What's going on? Oh yeah, King of the Dead's over here. For a second there I was like, Bretonnia versus who? For King of the Dead, we have triple Tomb Guard frontline, but not Halberd variant. 2 Skeleton Spearmen, one of which is the ROR. Okay, this is interesting. This is already spicy. Basic Skeleton Horsemen, maybe to run down some archers. 2 Chariots, 1 Necro Knight with Halberds. Ark in the Black on his horse with Fate of Buna and Spirit Leech. Tomb Prince with Guardian Tomb Strike and his curse. And a Casket of Souls. Alright. Killing Small is my game. The board game that I'm releasing probably next week, whenever I have it in my hands. Show me your deck. Oh, that could be read a very weird way. Everybody shares decks, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Just be patient. For Butcherbird, labeled as Crowfather, we have 1 Battle Pilgrim, 1 Men-at-Arms with Shields, otherwise 5 Peasant Mobs. We have Peasant Bowman with Pox Arrows, Fire Arrows, and Pox Arrows. We have Gotrek, we have the Fanchantress on foot, we have another Paladin on foot, we have Double Treb. Are either of them blessed? Nope, no blessed. And we have Questing Knights, Knights of the Realm, Questing Knights, Knights of the Realm, and Questing Knights. 3 Questing Knights, 2 Knights of the Realm. Very good combination there, and I do like Gotrek in this matchup. He is very good against... Yeah, he's very good against Tomb Scorpion spam. Or Giant Kitties. Jeff the Jar. I'm sorry if you need an adult. I'm sure Murph will protect you. Murph is a very strong man. Early thoughts. Casket is definitely going to outtrade 2 Trebs. But if Bretonnia advances enough... If they advance away from their Trebs, they don't really need to protect them. What's this? Some sneaky skeleton horsemen in the vanguard. Anyway, they don't really need to protect them because they have such a mobile advantage with their 5 armored knights versus the 2 chariots, some shitty horsemen, and the Necropolis knights with halberds. You can advance and just let your Trebs get defended by your cav, and then your archers in front line could start a fight way up here while your Trebs are all the way back here firing happy as can be. But I guess it doesn't really matter if they don't have skeleton archers to threaten your Trebs. I guess. I would just like to try to get the archers in range of the Casket of Souls, but it looks like the Tomb Kings are going to advance, so to keep those archers away from their Casket of Souls, both are doing fine. Gotrek is so hard to kill in this matchup. Yes, he is, because the only thing that's good at killing him, really, is Tomb Scorpions, which he's also good at killing. So it's kind of an even trade there. Alright, Fanchantress, Gotrek, and the Paladin, the Foot Squad of Doom, the Foot Squad of Legend, zoning away some chariots while peasants still fire, but Casket of Souls is making these peasants have a very bad day. Very bad indeed. One thing that is a bit of a trouble is the Tomb Prince and Arkin both being on horse means they can pick what engagements Gotrek gets to take. So unless there's a mistake from King of the Dead, Arkin the Black should never get caught by Gotrek. Skeleton Horseman taking a side charge onto some Questing Knights. Seems bold, Cotton. It seems very bold. 26 weapon strength if they hit with almost no armor piercing means they're not going to do any damage. Now a rear charge does come in from Arkin the Black and the Tomb Prince, and they're getting some damage done. But I still don't know about that one. They're losing a whole Skeleton Horseman unit. Another Skeleton Horseman unit is committing, and more Questing Knights are piling in. Now they're going to get a good surround on these units and take them out very quickly. Trebuchets should not be firing over here. If they are, that's a big mistake, because you're mostly going to hit your own Questing Knights. And now Arkin the Black is a little surrounded. If the Fanchantress and Gotrek and them had been a little closer, they could have very easily gotten in here. One Questing Knight is routing off. Both Skeleton Horsemen are crumbling away. Knights of the Realm looks like they fought the Necropolis Knights with halberds for a little bit. And now some other Knights of the Realm are going to take their place, fighting as well. If these Questing Knights can rally, they can charge back in and actually get some really good value onto Arkin the Black and the Tomb Prince. And, ooh, we see here these Necropolis Knights with halberds are taking a ton of damage. It looks like Gotrek and a bunch of infantry support is here to bail them out. Casket of Souls is down a little bit of ammunition, but otherwise it's been trading very well. And these Questing Knights are okay. It looks like neither of them is going to take these fights. The Skeleton Warriors will eventually crumble away. And the frontline fight hasn't really happened for the Tomb Kings just yet. So these peasants are all fine just standing here and letting the status quo of the game go. But as far as the mobility goes, we have one very wounded Necropolis Knights with halberds. They don't have a Necrotech to heal them, so they're so low, and they're going to stay that low, honestly. And then all 3 Skeleton Horsemen are dead. For the Bretonians, we have some very wounded knights that do have healing at their back. But otherwise, I mean, they've been doing okay. If they can catch those chariots, that'll be a big play for Butcherbird here. Knights of the Realm are getting on top of the chariots. They have 80 armor, so they'll survive okay. But there's a full health unit of Questing Knights right next to them, and that will be pretty tough. Ooh, the big loss here with these Necropolis Knights with halberds slowly crumbling down. They traded well into the Knights of the Realm, but they are going to fade away, and that leaves the only mobility for the Tomb Kings really in these Skeleton Chariots, which are currently fighting Knights of the Realm and Questing Knights and not going to have a great time of it. They do rout off one of the dreaded Peasant Bowmen. And what's the Casket of Souls been firing at? I haven't seen it fire for a while. Its ammo's been roughly that. I wonder, is it obstructed for no reason? No, it's fighting. Okay. Might be shooting at some cav. Yeah, it's shooting at some cav. That's a good choice. Cav are good things. Good things to kill. Fanchantress is offering a little bit of healing to this blob, and Ushapti are coming in. Ushapti can maybe turn the tides of this fight a little bit with the Fey Enchantress's debuff, though, and Gotrek being here. Gotrek will probably kill them before they even despawn. Tomb Prince took about half his health. Oof. He is trying to get out of there now. Bretonnians, what do they have? They have some wounded ass cav. I mean, their cav is slowly getting torn down. Skeleton Chariots, both are about half health. They could probably trade about even with the amount of cav left. Questing Knights are trying to avoid getting rear charged by Tomb Prince, but they will. Does their leadership go low enough? Probably not with these other Questing Knights charging right in. Oh, those are Knights of the Realm. Charging right in. Ark in the Black has 90 armor. Okay, he's actually okay against Knights of the Realm. But they're getting decent trades in them before they die. But here's what's concerning is Gotrek coming along. And Ark in the Black and the Tomb Prince will immediately piece out of there as soon as Gotrek rears his ugly head at them. These Questing Knights are slowly whittling down this chariot that says it has a lot of leadership on your screen, but numbers-wise does not. And the very far back, Butcherbird sneaks some Questing Knights in to fight the Casket of Souls, and they're getting a ton of damage on it. It looks like King of the Dead doesn't quite know they're there. Those Skeleton Spearmen might be pulling back to go help. Chariots are crumbling down. This one is not crumbling just yet, but it is being surrounded by other things. Peasant Bowmen are going to be fighting some Tomb Guard, which is not ideal for them. And the Ushapti are about to despawn, as we mentioned before. The Tomb Prince is even lower than when we last saw him, but he's doing okay. Ark in the Black is full health. Bretonnians, I think, in the state of the game, are massively advantaged at this point. That is just my opinion. The Ushapti are going to despawn soon, and this Casket of Souls is giving a lot of balance of power for its ammunition, but the Skeleton Spearmen are running away from it. I don't think they know it's under attack. The Ushapti are gone. A Summoned Skeleton Warrior comes in. It's probably going to break off these Questing Knights, and that is a good little play. Tomb Guard are left, some Skeleton Chariots still hanging in there just somehow, some way. Bounce power is now in Bretonnia's favor with the Ushapti gone, and as soon as this goes away, I think we will see a big spike in the balance of power for Bretonnia. Gotrek is getting attacked by both the Tomb Prince and Ark in the Black here. That can be a good play if he doesn't get any rebuttals in. And it looks like a Chalice of Potion is coming down, but oh no, Ark in the Black is left a little bit in combat, but no, he does get away. All right, it's dying. Watch the balance of power. When it fully dies, that's a nice little bump. Chalice of Potions comes in, and all the chariots are dead. All right, so the Tomb Kings are down to infantry grinding and this Tomb Prince and Arkin. How many Trebs do we have online? We have one Treb still firing, one Treb with its crew very nearby. We have two Peasant Bowmen left, one with a lot of ammo but not a lot of models, another with a lot of ammo, not a lot of models. I do believe Bretonnia is going to be able to clutch this out. Now, can Gotrek land a hit on that Tomb Prince? It looks like he's a little distracted trying to protect the Fae from Arkin. Arkin is getting some very nice cycle charging in now. And Staff of Nagash is popped for a bit of an Arcane Conduit effect, but the Tomb Prince gets slapped by Gotrek, and now he is going to start crumbling. It looks like Gotrek maybe got his healing, maybe just got poisoned arrowed. I don't know. I saw a green burst, but he has healing from the Fae if he needs it. So he will largely be okay. Tomb Guard are fighting against all of these dirty, filthy peasants, but they have had a lot of carrying to do. The balance power is quite against the Tomb Kings at this point. There's just some Skeleton Spearmen, some Tomb Guard, and Ark in the Black himself. It does look like the Tomb Prince crumbled away, and Gotrek gets another nice hit onto Arkin. Knights even charge in, and that will be GG for Bretonnia. All right, Murphalurf in chat, you're up next, by the way. So let's get a lobby for you, and who's your opponent now? Daimeros? Got it. All right. Gotrek got about 1,800. Fey Enchantress got 800. Her Paladin Protector didn't really get that much, but he spent most of the game fighting basic chav. Archers did okay. They got shut down, but the Cav play was really nice. As Bretonnian Cav got a lot of value, and Trebs about paid for themselves. Ark in the Black and the Tomb Prince were both excellently handled in a lot of cases. Tomb Guards traded up. Skeleton Horsemen all just kind of died. They're very poor combatants. Unfortunately, the Necro Knights with halberds also died. And this Casket of Souls somehow only got 590 value. Even though it was trying to shoot some knights, it was trying to shoot some peasants. I think it just missed a lot, which is a bit unfortunate. All right. Host has left the game. And I will now join Murphalurf on the Wood Elves versus Daimeros on Lizardmen. Hello. And Head Mantis Baddest/Jeffinajar. If you're both still in chat, we will be coming to you after this game. Got it. Jeff in the Jar and Head Mantis, we're coming to you right now. Let's do this. If my list of opponents ever comes up. 1, 2, 3. That's not the... It's not the password. What is the password? Alright. Mantis, you messaged me recently. Is your lobby up? Thing? If so, what password? I will try 1. No. I cannot get in. No. I have... Yeah, apparently Murph's opponent's eating. And I know both of you were in chat, so I thought it would just be easy to communicate with you. And after this, we'll go to Red Wedding Planner and Rusty. So please, Rusty and Red Wedding Planner, get a lobby up so that I can just jump into your game. Jeff the Jar 235. I will type it because you don't want to wait for the stream delay. Okay. Blocker up. Score updated. And we are back in black. Bow now. Bow now. Bow. Bow now. Bow now. Jeff the Jar's here. We have Beastmen versus Vampire Coast. Beastmen versus VP. Let's go. Throwing the smiley face. They know I'm not rushing them. I was just being hype. As is my birthright. I think this is not particularly favored for the Vampire. The Vampire Coast. Rusty, apparently, your opponent is busy. There's going to be an LS sub. There's going to be an LS sub. It is critical. It is vital for the survival of us all. Perfect. Apparently they need a sub. All right. We'll just leave that little surprise for everybody. Okay. I have a surprise for Murph if he wasn't paying attention to that moment of the stream. Can you host a lobby? MP Alpine Ridge and build your army versus Skaven. Okay, we'll get Rusty all set up. All right, Head Mantis is setting up his Beastman army. Oh yeah, what were we saying about this matchup? I think this matchup is Beastman favored. They do, they have a lot of access to armor piercing nowadays. With throwing axes are good. Minotaurs are pretty good at that. Centaurs with great weapons are good. Basic Razorgore herds have a lot of armor piercing. Bestigors have armor piercing. Torix the Brass Bull is a good addition for that sort of thing. So they can get through the crabs pretty nicely. Archer spam is good versus Vampire Coast in general to take out their guns, take out their chaff. They don't have Burning Head, but Traderkin can be good. Traderkin can be okay. But in general, I think Beastmen are solid, armor-piercing rushers that the Coast can have a hard time against. Is it unwinnable? No. No, it's definitely winnable by the Vampire Coast. It's just hard. Murph in the chat advocating for Jeff the Jar. And it looks like Jeff the Jar is ready. Yep. All right, let's do this. It's party time. The blocker's coming down. Oh, nope, not the name tags. I almost took the name tags down. That's not ideal. And so far today, AIMA has actually always been on the left and LS has actually always been on the right. That's pretty funny. Except, maybe King of the Dead. Okay, King of the Dead was on the right side last time. So one game it was switched, but the other three it's actually been correct. Which is a good ratio for us. You believe in the jar. He holds your fresh garlic, your licorice, and your spaghetti. I hope you don't keep your licorice in the same jar as your garlic. I don't think that would taste good. For the Beastmen, we have some Ungor Raiders, 2 Centaurs with throwing axes, a mix of Gore herds and Ungor Spearman herds. We do have, the Koroks Man Rippers. Best Gore herd, ROR, with their anti-large. We have a Doombull with, what does that do again? Hellfire Sword imbues fire damage. Wait, you can pop Barbed Knuckle Boxing at the same time as the Hellfire Sword and somehow get both buffs even though you're not boxing when you're wielding a sword. We have a Bray Shaman of Death with Soul Blight, Spirit Leech, and Curse Aspect of the Dread Knight for some magic damage. Then we have 2 Chaos Spawns with some Chevrons, interesting, and Minotaurs with great weapons. Good build. I like it. Solid rush. Alright. What is going on with Jeff the Jar over here? We have some basic zombies in the front line. Double Gunner White on Crab is always very solid. Foot Noctilus is probably my favorite Vampire Coast Lord. I do think he's quite solid. We have 1 Deck Gunner, 1 Cyrene, 1 Pistol Mob. We have the RWR Lamprey's Revenge, another good pick. Animated Hulks is a little ballsy. Bloody Reaver Deck Guard, and another Cyrene. Okay. Alright. I don't believe in the animated Hulks. I am not sold. I'm not a believer in their animated hulkiness. But I do appreciate the courage. Look at those unit models, though. They're kind of crazy. Little squid faces. I don't remember there being that many squid faces in them. I thought that was rare. Oh, God. What's going on with you? What sucks about this unit being bad is their models are so cool. Like, they have cannons on their arms and all this shit, but they're just not ideal. Because I'm wondering what the armor piercing is for, I guess. Maybe if they surround like a Doombull, they'll do okay. But Beastmen don't really have a lot of armored units. Yeah, even Minotaurs have 35. And the animated Hulks could, the Koroks Man Rippers have 95, but they're anti-large, so they'll actually fuck them up pretty bad. Maybe if you surround the Doombull, but I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. Alright. Cool. Check some Discord messages. Everybody's ready. Everybody's having some fun. Magic damage. Magic damage. The only magic... Okay, wait. No, they have aspect of the Dread Knight. They can imbue magic damage. I was going to say these Syrenes could be pretty hard to take out. What do these guys have? Extra Powder, Scab Scrape, Extra Powder, Scab Scrape, Noctilus. That's a pretty good kit. This Vampire Coast army just looks so small. Even though their heroes are decked out correctly. I guess the Deck Gunners are kind of expensive and the Bloody Reaver Deck Guard are very expensive. Still looks really small. I'm worried I'm missing dogs somewhere, but it doesn't look like it. It's just small. Jeff the Jar has only been playing for a month. Well, he should be the best player in the whole world, Murph. Duh. Come on. I don't dislike a lot of this build against Beastmen. It's just the animated Hulks are a little suspect in my opinion, but the rest of this is fine. Probably just want a little bit more chaff to get between you and the enemy would be my assessment for him if he watches this back. But it is a good army. Sirens are a good pick. They lower melee stats, which the Beastmen heavily rely on, and they don't have an amazing amount of magic damage. Now here they did take, of course, Aspect of the Dread Knight, which was a good pick, but still not a bad idea to have Sirens. Nice little summon running out there, wasting some ammo of the Beastmen. But Throwing Axe is already on top of the Gunner Right. He will want to pull that back and make sure it doesn't take too much damage. Sirens are fighting against the Gore Herds, but Aspect of the Dread Knight comes in. You can see now the Sirens are immediately going to start getting absolutely fucked up. And that could be a bad sign for the forces of the Vampire Coast. Now it looks like the Brave Shaman of Death has been taking a bunch of shots from, it looks like, the Deck Gunners and a Wraithstorm from Noctilus. So if they can take him out, that would be good. Maybe heal up these Sirens, honestly. Throw one invocation to heck at them. And if you can finish sniping out this caster, then there's no more magic damage to deal with them. That could be an option. Nice little mucking up here of the Korok's Man Rippers. Noctilus could get involved in combat himself if he wanted. Deck Gunners are taking a bit of damage from some basic Ungor Raiders, but yet another summon comes in and gets on top of them. The Minotaurs with Great Weapons have run past the front lines, though, and they are going to get on top of the Deck Gunners, and Deck Gunners are one of the squishiest units in the entire game. And they will probably disintegrate rather quickly here, but that actually might be a worthwhile trade. Some Deck Gunners that were already getting pressured by Archer Fire, potentially trapping in those Minotaurs with Great Weapons and getting them killed could be a good trade. Sirens are slowly crumbling down, but without Aspect of the Dread Knight, they are actually slowly surviving now, and the Doom Bull's down to about half health from the Gunnery White poke, it would appear. The Gunnery Whites themselves are very low, though. Noctilus is going to have to use some heals on them, or they're going to go down. It looks like Aspect of the Dread Knight again cast, this time on the Minotaurs' Great Weapons, so they can chop through some of the Sirens, and some Chaos Spawn coming in to help as well. Ooh, that Gunnery White is going to start disintegrating very soon, and he is gone. That could be a big loss for the Vampire Coast. Where are the Bloody Reaver Deck Guard? The Bloody Reaver Deck Guard are still fighting, and a very nice Scab Scraith comes in. Lowers the health of these two units enough that they rout away, and the Bloody Reaver Deck Guard can come in elsewhere. Invocation of Heck onto this Gunnery White is also the perfect target for it, and Noctilus running over to fight this Doom Bull, which will be good. Wraithstorm getting a little bit of damage in on him, and another summon coming in. And if they can snipe out the Doom Bull, maybe the leadership can carry them through this as Sirens continue to fight against Korok's Man Rippers, along with the Lamprey's Revenge. And some animated Hulks and Sirens are chasing off the Brave Shaman of Death, who will actually rout. Probably just have the Sirens follow him, bring the animated Hulks and the Bloody Reaper Deck Guard back over here. Potentially. How did you guys catch him? Are you faster than I think? Oh, 42 to 38. Alright, they can catch him, but that is a lot of commitment towards one already routing unit. Noctilus is fighting up against the Doom Bull. This is a decent target for him, though the Doom Bull, with all of his buffs popped, is going to start kicking Noctilus's ass, but Noctilus is getting some good trades in, and he has healing. The Doom Bull does not. It's not the worst thing in the world. There are a bunch of ranged assets here to support the Doom Bull a little bit. They might want to be careful of that. Sirens are crumbling away. They're trying to chase this Brave Shaman of Death. They're getting some good damage. I don't know why they started crumbling. They were fine a minute ago. I guess maybe their allies leaving caused them to crumble, but still, seems weird. Unfortunately, though, those Bloody Reaver Deck Guard and Animated Hulks are going to be way more important in this fight than chasing off that guy, so I still think overall it is worth it. Count Noctilus is fighting this Doom Bull. Doom Bull's very low, and Noctilus actually has a good amount of health left. The center pocket for the Vampire Coast has been going very well. They're holding quite solidly. There's a lot of throwing axes and archers left, though. Sirens finish crumbling, and that Brave Shaman does come back. But the Bloody Reaver Deck Guard and Animated Hulks are kind of going apeshit on some Gore Herds and running in to support their boys. Chaos Spawn are down to 2 models. Minotaurs with Great Weapons are running off with almost no health. 5 models, but almost no health. And the Doom Bull's running, and with a Wraithstorm coming in, can it actually finish sniping him? Only 1, 2. 2 of the meteors hit, and he's down to 260 health. Noctilus is very healthy. This is still a very close back and forth game, as the remnants of the Beastmen are coming in, but in this point of the game, the Beastmen suffer pretty badly from their units coming back with low health meaning they'll break as soon as they get here and they won't be that effective. So effective troop count is lower than realistic troop count. And the Vampire Coast are going into the late game stages of a blob. This is a pretty good choice in my opinion. Gunnery White is getting shot in the butt by some archers. He will either need some healing or to start dodging. Doom Bull's back. Bray Shaman's back. Both are very low. Maybe the Gunnery White can get a cheeky little shot off on them and do a lot of good damage there. What is that? What was going on? That was a weird cast, but it's over now. The Bloody Reaver Death Guard are going to be a big fucking problem. They have so much health. They're very elite. They're regenning this whole time. They're going to be a big deal. And it looks like the throwing axes are out of ammo, which would do a lot of damage to them. Now, archers themselves can do some decent damage, but it looks like some of them are getting caught at the moment, and the archers are also needing to take care of the Gunnery Whites. The archers have a lot to do and a certain amount of ammo. Any healing left? Ooh, Invocation of the Heck on the Lamprey's Revenge. I don't love it. I don't hate it. That's it's a mixed feeling for me there. Looks like the animated hulks have finally disintegrated away. I would have maybe liked that Invocation on the Gunnery White, but I mean, Lamprey's Revenge is also a decent choice. I'm just glad it didn't go on to, like, Sirens or something at this point in the game. Actually, Sirens still might be a good choice. Okay. I think the animated hulks would be objectively the only terrible choice. The Beastmen are breaking, and the bounce power is favoring the Vampire Coast at this point. If that Doom Bull takes a couple shots from this Gunnery White as he's walking at him, that could be pretty bad. And the Bray Shaman of Death died off on the side. I think the Gunnery White sniped him as well. Ooh, and a big club comes in from the Lamprey's Revenge, knocking the Doom Bull out. And the Beastmen's leadership just tanks without their lord. And that might be it. That might just be it. Some Centaurs with throwing axes but no ammo are sprinting in and trying to fight, but you can see army losses will come in against the Beastmen. And the Vampire Crab Squad holds firm. Oh, Overcast killed him? Okay, that could be it. That could be it. Pretty brutal. Noctilus getting 1,600 value. Gunnery Whites getting 1,500 and 600 respectively. The one got sniped out pretty hard. Sirens just held for a really long time. They didn't really try to get their value back. Lamprey's Revenge did great. Bloody Reaver Death Guard still had a lot of love to give. And they did it. Animated Hulks, man, they fought for a really long time. They only got 500 value. I don't believe in them. I haven't made that a secret. But the rest of this build is pretty good. Bloody Reaver Death Guard are a rare sight, but if you can force your opponent to sprint into you, and they have regen, arm piercing, all that stuff, they're pretty good. Doom Bull got 1,600 value, which is very nice. This caster is not going to get a lot of value because he cast a lot of aspects of Dread Knights, but they were pretty good plays. So I will think the caster did just fine. Wow, the Korx Man Ripper's got 1,800 value. That's very, very good. Archers did well. A lot of this build did well. I don't know about the Minotaurs with great weapons. I guess they were looking for crabs, and there were no rotting leviathans or anything. They got whittled down by Sirens. I guess I would cut the Chaos Spawn. They had a hard time finding anything to really do. Cut the Chaos Spawn, get some dogs, charged guns and stuff. Otherwise, I think the builds were good. So in this build, I would say cut the Chaos Spawn personally, and Animated Hulks personally. Or don't listen to me. You don't have to. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. You do whatever you want. Alright, multiplayer, and I have to fight... Well, not... Yeah, okay. That's the thing. Rusty somewhere. Rusty versus Red Wedding. Okay. Jeff the Jar did do a 100. And I will update the score. So we have LS Big Hubby Stank versus AIMA Rusty. And it's Skaven versus Chaos and Alpine Ridge. Let's do this, because apparently Red Wedding Planner was not available, so I called in my sub. My sub was me. I just threw LS on top of myself, because reasons. We're going to take Queek, my boy Queek. We're going to take... We don't want to go full meme. We want to meme a little bit, but we don't want to go full meme. Okay, actually, I will go Plague. So get a Plague Priest. I'll get an Assassin. Everybody loves an Assassin. Then we'll get the Avalanche mortars, teeth breakers, another rattling gun, one hell pit, and then in case he goes a bunch of chaos spawn, I'm gonna do 4 slingers, 5 spears, clan rat spears, and how's the money looking? So the money, we can go back and start upgrading. Chaos spawn are going to be a problem with this current iteration of this build. The 4 slingers can actually take care of them okay. So let's get rid of slaves and let's just have a front line that's not going anywhere. That is 1 too many clan rats anyway. So I'm going to downgrade that. 99 gold. I would like 1 gold back so I can get 2 shields, please. Plague passive kind of sucks. So now we can get 3 shields. Let's give all 3 of my regular clan rat shields. 35. I need one of you to cost 21. Damn it. Well, that's just unacceptable. Do you cost 21? You cost 20 as well. Fuck. This is unacceptable. 35. I can upgrade a rattling gunner and get a 0 gold spend. Is that worth it? No. Is that what we're doing? Yes. Ready. Quick on a Doom Wheel as a mana battery? Yes, yes. I hope so. I hope he gives me more mana. Dude, if I played Tomb Kings, I would clearly win because I'm the best Tomb Kings player of all time. I have to go Skaven. I actually did message Murph, though, and I told Murph I have a sub, what faction is he playing, and Murph picked Skaven in honor of me, and Murph didn't know it was me at the time, so that's pretty funny. Anyway. Yeah. AC Maiden's here. Hey, what up? Hubby Planer is back. Oh, well, shit. Well, we're already in the thing. We're here. We're literally doing it right now. Apparently Red Wedding Planner just came back. I guess. Are you saying you don't want LS Big Hubbastank on your team? Because that's mean and hurts my feelings. Alright, is, okay. Yeah. Something. Somehow. I will find a way. And who's the last thing in this thing? Who's the last thing in this thing? Dimeros and Murph. Okay, Dimeros and Murph, we're coming to you next. And Red Wedding Planner, I have a sub. Red Wedding Planner will play the 7th game so we don't have an even goddamn number in a clan war. Alright. So we got some clan rat spears. Get a secondary line. A tertiary line. Skaven slaves in the very pack in case of dogs. Queek and assassin on the front. Just in case there is a final trans, I will space you guys out. Turn off these. Turn on these. Hell pit. Let's go. Let's do this. You two. Entire front line. Lovely. Lovely. Ready. Oops. Ready. No. Stop typing dumb words. Type good words. Okay. Well, if your dude isn't ready, we can have Red Wedding Planner fight my sub for AIMA. It's fine. It's fine. We're all good. Reform the line. I want my front line to be here, because anything that comes over the hill will actually be within sight of my rattling guns for once in their goddamn life. So I want most of his units to be above me. So that's why I'm hoping I can advance just a little bit, and then I kind of want to stop advancing right about now. Still technically advancing. All right, there's a bird. Shoot the bird. Just to fulfill attacking rules. You guys shoot at those. Okay, pop that. Now we can start shooting at some cool stuff. Queek, get over here. Help it, get over here in case those manticores decide diving on me is a great idea. I do see some stuff on the minimap behind me. That's not particularly lovely. Alright, shoot those chaos spawn, please. Shoot those chaos spawn, please. Shoot those. You guys come back here and try to deal with these dogs. Those gosh darn dogs, am I right? Where's Sartorial? Did I lose him? Yeah, looks like we lost him. There he is. Rattling, shoot him. Also, I thought you guys had guard mode on. Why did you wander halfway across the planet for this? Alright. Queek's quite unstoppable. I would like a plague there. Hey! Hey, Manticore! Not cool. Not cool. You guys are being big not cool right now, and I don't appreciate it one bit. Alright, Skaven, come this way. Help it. Keep fighting for a little bit. Queek and Assassin. We can go get this. Could use a little summon here. Alright, you're back in action. Please fire. Please clap. Ah, my prey. My prey has slipped away. Help it, follow it. Follow it! Kill it! Also, these Poison Wind boys need to start shooting. You go invisible for me real quick. Skaven slaves just chase them and be annoying. They are. Nerf him. Help it, get him! Get him! We can't get through. I have a different nerf for later. For when I need it. No, I'll just use a summon. Summon, assist. Alright. Poison Wind are pretty fucked. A lot of this is honestly on Queek at this point. Can I help it get out of here at all? Because we are having a real tough time. Rattling, suppress him, slow him down. God damn, dude, we cannot get out of here at all. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Summon. Queek, don't leave or the help it'll break. We gotta help it. We gotta help the help it. Come back over this way, because apparently there's manticores involved. Rattling guns, shoot! We have some Skaven slaves somewhere. Fight. All of you supporting units, come back, please. Ooh, ooh, fire, fire, fire! Ouch. That was mean. Alright, let's see if we can get a few shots off here. Please. Yeah! Get it. You need your too horrible to die proc right now. No, you didn't! Oh, you fucking animal! You died instead of too horrible to die procking. Alright, fire again. Fire again! Yes! Before the horsemen come! Yeah! Get that damage. Get that damage. That. Do you have a summon for us? Summon! Don't break. No, don't break! You broke, that fucker. Alright, Queek, can you do anything? No. That is a fat no. Oh man, if I had gotten my too horrible to die proc, oh, that would have been juicy. But unfortunately, Chaos Spawn are very, very good against Skaven because they just don't break at all. In any capacity. Alright, and you just charge straight past me. This is your birthright, I suppose. And you just charge straight past me. Quick, can you get attack on his back? No, you are terror routed because of course you don't have ITP. Of course. Okay. That's probably GG. Yeah, that's tragic. Too horrible would have saved the game? Oh yeah, 100%. Dude, I've actually been having... some terrible luck with that stuff. Like, my last 3 Phoenixes in a row haven't gotten their rebirth, and my Hell Pit didn't get its too horrible to die after sitting around forever. Skaven Slave Slingers are supposedly good against Chaos Spawn, but every time I use them, I'm pretty underwhelmed. They did get flanked by, like, dogs, but I had them attacking Chaos Spawn this, like, a whole time, and they couldn't kill them. The big thing about Chaos Spawn that's tough for Skaven is, as you saw with, like, Queek and my Assassin, I couldn't get on top of Sartorial because of these just, like, big body bags standing around in my way. So they're just big bouncy blockers. La GG! Alright, Red Wedding Planner. Where are you at? I think that's the one I was just in. So does Red Wedding Planner exist? Red or you? Okay, Daimeros is messaging Murph in the chat. So Daimeros exists. We will go spectate that. And then, to be fair, I will join the side against Red Wedding Planner after that. Okay. I gotta update. AIMA is up 1. Stay at 2. Get the blocker, and we will have Lizardmen versus... what else? Rusty versus Hummus. Rusty wins. And then Hummus versus Red Wedding is yet to be determined. There, and that way we'll actually have an odd number. Because otherwise, with 6 battles, I mean, if Murph loses this one to Daimeros, we would have 3-3. GG, Rusty. GG. Hey, Daimeros is here. What up? What up? Actually, is TN played? You think tourneys might not be for you? Your battery keeps dying somewhere during it? Oh. 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 Sure thing. Alright, sounds like AIMA might actually have a sub to fight Red Wedding. So they don't need me. Mute me. Mute me, Murph. Do it. The Hulks to be cool-looking beef shields? That's fair. They are cool-looking. Fuck Chaos Spawn, dude. The bane of my Skaven-y existence. Yeah. Hank Cyrus, TN's playing a Shortbeard League at the moment. Makes sense. He said he could find a sub, but if they can't, then I'll just switch sides and play on both sides at once. With my usual meme chicanery. Murph's build looks complete. It looks complete. But if he wins this, he does clinch the clan war for LS. Even after I joined their team and completely fucked up everything they had going for them. Okay. It sounds like Red Wedding actually can't play after all. So Tian, if you're listening, you don't need to sub, you're fine. Alright. Dimero says, hey. I think they're ready. You ready? Who is messaging me? What is going on? It's current year. Are we going to see Murphin or a Lurfin, you think? Probably a Lurfin, dude. Probably a Lurfin. It's current year. How'd you feel about that last Cathay trailer? My forces have weirdly pointed here. Will I make it? I'll figure something out if tie. I have schemes. All right, if we go to a tie, I have a plan, but we'll deal with it if we get to a tie. We'll deal with it if we get there. Schemes and plans and schemes and plans. So Dimeros versus Murphalurf to potentially decide the entire clan war. You cried? It was intense for you? I made a pretty troll meme video about it that got mixed reviews. Mixed reviews. Mixed reviews. Mixed reviews. Murph isn't streaming. He isn't streaming his glorious victory. Murph! Alright. We'll figure it out. Alright, Dimeros is ready. Murph is ready. We are going to see who is the superior mini-clan battle. Not between mini-clans, but only some of the clans participating, some not, sort of, kind of. LS is actually kind of a small clan, but you just get the... You get the point. You get the point. The wagons! Blocker, come down. You've done your justice for the day. And I believe Murph went the Sisters of Twilight, if he didn't change his lord since I last looked. Eshin! I wish you could go up there. Put like a casket of souls right here. And fire down upon your enemies. As they waddle towards you in despair and fear. That'd be pretty hype. This looks like a little spot out of Skyrim. There were so many mountains that you had to like climb up by jumping. Because you couldn't just walk in a straight line, but you could continuously jump up of them. Jump, 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 jump. I always tried to follow the path in Skyrim, and eventually it'd be like, okay, one shortcut, and one shortcut leads into you hop climbing up a mountain like this, and then down the other side and trying not to die. Oh yeah. I'm thinking I might keep the YouTube channel about Total War Warhammer, and I might stream on Twitch for other games if people wanted that. But so far, I think a lot of people said, fuck Twitch, don't do that. And they would hate me forever. Which is, you know, fair. Pretend to be a land speeder while we wait. That's the best I got. Alright, from Murph Alurf. You can find him at Murphalurf at twitch.tv. Cool dude. Very fun streams. Very laid back. We have the Sisters of Twilight with Conjoined Destiny, but not their crazy armor-piercing thing. We have Branch Wraith with just Pendulum. Pendulum is the only spell. We have Eternal Guard with shields. We have Glade Guard with Starfire Shafts. Looks like 4 of them. 2 Glade Riders with spears, and 2 Wild Riders with shields. In the front, we have 4 Dryads. I forget if I mentioned them or not. That's a lot of Wood Elves. When are we going to get that Panzer model stream? Whenever I feel like destroying everything I know and love. Alright, 5 Skink cohorts, 2 Bastildons with solar engines, 2 Coldwind Riders in the back, neither of which have spears. Looks like we have a mix of Saurus Warriors with shields and Saurus spears. 1 Chameleon Stalker, 4 Chameleon Skinks up front, and a Slann Mage Priest of high magic with Tempest, Hand of Fate, and Apotheosis. That's some spice. Let the community grow by itself. Yeah. I was just saying I could stream other games occasionally, besides just Total War. Possibly. Because I was talking to Rubber Duck of War and Logic, and HW's channel is an interesting case of mixed things, but anyway, Logic, Rubber Duck, and I have all had pretty low viewership. This is actually kind of really fucking high, considering how my viewership's been recently. Usually we're averaging about 9. Right now we have 25, which is great. It's a dating sim. It might help you get to wife Miss Rat. The problem with trying to marry Grace is not that I don't know how to be friendly. It's that I am hideous and I have various appendages that are crippled and like shriveled up like a raisin. Like my left leg, one of my testicles, my left earlobe. I was afflicted by a curse. None of that's true. That's not true. Life happened. Yeah, I get that. I get that, dude. I've been working, exercising, and streaming has pretty much been my life since the channel started. It's been very hard to do anything else. I am still trying to play with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I am still not very far in it because my life got consumed. Alright, Chameleon Skinks are fighting some Wood Elves. They're trading okay. They're mostly, unfortunately for them, having to fight Dryads. Whoa, whoa, what? No gain, no gain? Did I make a joke? I did. That's fine. Go on about the testicle. I refuse. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about board game stuff too. Well, too late. You will never know what board game I am making until it comes out in like a week, so you'll be okay. Chameleon Stalkers and Chameleon Skinks are killing some Dryads, actually pretty effectively. Dryads are getting fucked up. But thankfully for the Wood Elves, those are just chaff. The main breadwinners are these 4 Glade Guard with Starfire Shafts, and they are pushing up. They are actually within range of the Bastildons with Solar Engines, which means they can get a lot of really nice value if they choose to shoot over there. Skink cohorts are getting messed up. Both front lines are actually having a pretty terrible time with what's going on here. A lot of murder. Ooh. Skink cohort's about to get pendulumed. And even with the Shield of the Old Ones, they cannot survive that much raw damage. Wild Riders and Blade Riders do take out some Skinks on the high ground, but they won't want to run away very quickly from these Saurus Spears. That's not a fight they want to take. Blade Riders are losing to Chameleon Stalkers and Chameleon Skinks at the moment, so Wild Riders are going to jump in and try and help that out. These Glade Guards should be firing at the Bastildons with solar engines, taking them out effectively. Slann are actually surprisingly resilient to such things, so I maybe shoot them if there's nothing else around, but it probably should be going on to the Bastildons. You can see now they do have to move away to keep themselves safe, and when they're moving away, they are not shooting. Sisters of Twilight are firing their armor-piercing missiles at the Stildons and doing some good damage. Wild Riders are running down Chameleon Stalkers and Chameleon Skinks. That is quite good for them. Very nice. But the Cold One Riders have gotten involved, and they are wrecking these Wild Riders with shields. Very nice stuff from them. The other unit is coming in, it looks like, to support this flank as well. Wood Elf Archers are all very safe, quite happy, shooting all of their bullets, which is very good for them. Sisters are happy as can be up in the sky. It looks like the Lizardmen are still doing okay, though, just by raw tenacity. The Cold One Riders are doing well, Saurus Spears are doing well, and these Bastildons are turning out to be very tanky, as Bastildons do. Oh, but the Wood Elf Archers are all so healthy. That is going to be very difficult to overcome. There's still a decent amount of cavalry for the Wood Elves. Their front line is a bit in tatters, so that is going in the favor of the Lizardmen, but slowly but surely the Wood Elves are getting a little bit ahead here. And now, with some spears, a bunch of arrows, and the Sisters of Twilight in melee, the Salon finally does have to fall back, though he is a tanky bastard and he'll be okay. He even has Apotheosis if he needs it. Saurus are in the backfield chasing off some Eternal Guards with shields. Their shields are facing the other way, though, so if these Glade Guard turn around and hit them in the back, they could do some good damage and rout them off, but it looks like they won't be able to, so it's up to the Branch Wraith to stand against all those angry alligators all alone. Sisters of Twilight are shooting in. The Salon Mage Priest almost casts a Tempest on her, but then cancels it for the Shield of the Old Ones. I don't think that's a worthwhile use of your mana. Tempest doesn't do a lot of damage versus a single target, unfortunately. It's a good slow, but if you don't have anything to follow up on the slow, then don't do it. Pendulum coming in. We'll do some decent damage. A little bit of friendly fire on the Blade Riders with Spears. The Branch Wraith was not able to hold off all those Saurus, and they did get through onto Starfire Shafts, who are now almost dead. Now, there are 3 other units of Starfire Shafts, one of which still has half ammo. Oof. That is going to be pretty good. And with Wild Riders with shields coming in to fight the Salon Mage Priest, along with the Sisters, he is going to be in some pretty big trouble. Solar Engines are shooting, and for once they don't hit their own Salon. Miracles can happen, kids. And we are still dead even. If that Salon dies, that'll be a big advantage for the Wood Elves. But the Cold One Riders have gotten back onto the Glade Guard. That is a tragedy for the Wood Elves indeed. And those Solar Engines just ripping shots straight into the Sisters of Twilight, who do have to get back into the sky. Salons are very tanky. They cannot be goons somehow. Somehow, some way, they are the strongest single entity in the whole game, and they're not even an SEM. Tempest coming down. When the Sisters are that low, it will stop them from being able to really dodge these Solar Engines. And they might just break. They do break a little bit. Okay. So that's pretty good. 3 of the Wood Elf Archers have been mostly shut down. 1 is very healthy, but in the middle of all these Saurus, and the Lizardmen are pulling very far ahead on the balance of power. It looks like Murph to the Alurf will be defeated this day. The Wood Elves will not prevail. So we have a tie. We have a tie. Alright, time for my plan. Salons are so swole. Yeah, Salons are impossible to kill. Sisters actually didn't pay for themselves. They had a hard time really doing anything, which is shocking for them. Glade Guard all did really well. Glade Riders with Spears tried to block some stuff up. Wild Riders had mixed results. For Daimaros, Salon Mage of High Magic did fine. Saurus did well. They just stood and fought forever. Skink Skirmishers died very quickly. Chameleon Stalkers actually died too, but Cold One Riders were real chads. Solar Engines were chads. So hang on, everybody. Just hold on to your butts. Because we have... The score is 3-3. The dreaded possible 3-3. You.
He did leave his archers alone a bit for
Human boys not happy.
You.
We're bringing it back. We're not going to let you win that easy.
Yeah. We're out of games, and it's 3-3, so I was thinking a 2v2 to end it out. Do you people have 2 of you that would like to do that?
I can't, but maybe Mantis and Demiros can, but I can't.
yeah, I can play again.
Mantis? Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
I'll watch. I'll go on mute. Good luck, boys.
Yes.
All right,
I will now leave you to your devices. I'll host a lobby in a second. I'm going to see if Murph has one. Otherwise, I can team up with him as another mercenary or some shit.
What's the
Okay.
password?
Password? I haven't made the lobby yet. Probably 123.
Alright, cool.
All right. AIMA has 2 people. I will either fight with Murph or Murph can get an actual LS player to be his homie. LS clan thingy. Let's do 2v2. I might have to quit and rejoin, but for now I'll host a spectator. All right, boop, boop, boop. Who are my friends? Do I have any friends? I'm looking for Head Mantis, Murphalurf, Dimeros. Contende can. All right, so we've got 2 LS members. It's either Jeff the Jar or Contende helping Murphalurf. But we have our people. I will friend Dimeros so we can see my lobby. Friend if you can't see. Then where's Dimeros? Friend if you can't see. So it looks like it'll be Contende and Murphalurf. Oh, Head Mantis is here. All right, he doesn't need me. He's fine. Okay. Jeff the Jar went back to live. Jeff the Jar, why did you do that? Why would you ever go to live? Murph, join my lobby. Murph! There he is. Alright, Murph's here. Contende, we were friends. Contende. There you are. I found him. Boom. Exit out of that. Dimeros friended me anyway, and I will accept because he seems like a real baller. All right, map. We need a big ol' nice, wonderful map. Southern Chaos Wastes is a good one. We love Southern Chaos Wastes. Live is poppin'. Gotcha. Good. Yes, good. Map set. Do you want to play in a slightly better version of the game with no one or a barely worse version with a huge population? It's tricky. It's tricky. Because a lot of the tournaments take place in the beta, because Cav does feel a lot better on the beta, so it's like opening up fields of play. But I switch back and forth. You bring whatever you want. Your opponents have chosen theirs in YouTube chat. So just pick your favorite and don't counter. So I have Tomb Kings and Lizardmen versus blank and blank for the fate of Middle Earth, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is it. Murph is staying on his Wood Elves, and Contende is a Beastmen main, so I actually suspect we might see Wood Elves and Beastmen. Maybe. Possibly. Contende, what do you want? Okay, Contende is going Beastmen. What you see is what you get. Good luck, everyone. Alright. It's a 2v2 to end it. As all clan wars should include at least one team game, because clans are teams. So will this one. If I were the Tomb Kings, I would take a Hyro Titan to flex on your opponents. The big flex. In reality, though, a Beastman Wood Elf double Vanguard Blitz Rush can be really good. the lizardmen are kind of... They're second to dwarves in holding. So maybe you would have trouble getting through them. Tomb Kings and Lizardmen. I mean, I could see the Tomb Kings bringing the firepower and the Lizardmen bringing the front line. Saurus and Skink spam to defend a Casket of Souls and some Ushapti, maybe? That could be pretty good. But it would be weak to... if Murph goes like triple Waywatcher and Contende defends him. So, I don't know. I don't know who's going to do what. While they do that, I will change my name back. Profile name. RTK Human Boy. Yes. Yes. I'm back from Mao to Stace. Hey! Hammond and I are friends now. Let's go. Oh, Stretch. Oh, Stretch. Is HW still streaming? Logic streaming some Shortbeard stuff. I don't see if HW is still streaming. HW is streaming on Twitch and he has like 47 people. Alright, good for him. For a second there, I didn't recognize my own fake-ass name, so I was like, who is this saying good luck, have fun? Oh boy, what time is this shit tomorrow? At 10 a.m. tomorrow, I think, if Central European Standard Time is 7 hours ahead of me. Yeah, it is. Alright, so 10 a.m. tomorrow, I'm hosting the tournament of the 13 finals. That'll be pretty tight. Hopefully. Oh god, if Ice Power and Void fight, and then they start chatting, it's going to be tragic. It's going to be big tragic. Wait, Bobman's here? Bobman is chilling in a chat that I can see. I haven't seen that dude play this game in a while. I miss him. Murph is ready. That is 25% of the people we need to be ready. Contende is ready. We're up to a full 50%. AC Maiden, what you own about? I'm hoping to go on a hike with the dog before we have to go to dinner with Grace's parents. So we'll hopefully do this. Yeah, the playoffs is going to be hype. While we wait for them. Oh shit, people asked about the board game too. There's a lot going on that I haven't answered for. Well, whatever. This is tomorrow. Void Laws, Cal Harmon / Dactor, because Cal Harmon can't play, so he nominated Dactor. Chosen one, Ice Power, fighting for 100, 50, 20, and 10 whole schmeckel dollar schmeckles. So that's pretty nice. And what else can we find? Board game stuff? Where are you? Board games, Puppet Masters, done. Cover. Boom. Alright, let's see how readable this is. That's the back of the box for the board game thing. So you control the people in the bottom right. Those are your Puppet Masters. They have different amounts of health. Strings are how many things you can control. And initiatives. They have special abilities. You can buy items and spells to buff up your puppets. And puppets are in the top right. It's dueling game. Kill your opponent using other people to do the fighting for you. Whee! 27 characters to play as. 18 different decks you can pick and shuffle together. And a fuck ton of items and spells. That'll be released soon, within the next 2 weeks. Alright, boom. Yeah, AC Maiden. Yeah. I didn't know how many qualifiers I wanted to do, and now I'm glad I only did 4, because I would have preferred to do 0. Coordinating it is a massive pain in the dick. Alright. Here we go. So for AIMA, again on the correct side for the scorecard. Hell yeah. AIMA and the Tomb Kings and Lizardmen. We have a double Bastildon Solar Engine. We have 1 Salamander Hunting Pack, 2 Cold One Riders. It looks like 2 Community Skinks with 1 Skink Skirmisher. Some Saurus for the front line, some Skink cohorts, and Henowin on his Velociraptor with Curse of Honor and Flock of Doom. Alright, I accept. And for the Tomb Kings, we have a Bone Giant, Sepulchral Stalkers, Skeleton Horsemen, Hex Wraiths because of the Nagash subfaction, more Skeleton Horsemen, 2 Archers, one of which is the Armor Sundering Legion of Flach. Lich Priest of Light with a Net, Verona's Time Warp, and Faw's Protection. And we have a Tomb King on a Chariot. Alright, you see something every day. 1 Ushapti Great Bow, it's not the Chosen of the Gods, and some Skeleton Bone Boys to hold the line. Are any of them Tomb Guard? Tomb Guard, Spearman, Tomb Guard, Spearman, so mixed. Okay. For the Beastmen and Wood Elves of Clan LS, we have Dogs and Ungor Spearmen in both corners. We have Ungor Herds in the Slight Vanguard. We have 3 Harpies in the sky. It looks like 2 Tuskor Chariots. 2 Tuskor Chariots. The Sons of Goros, ROR, Centaurs with great weapons. Some throwing axes. In fact, it is the Grog Hooves of Wolf's Run, the regenerating ones. Torx the Brass Bull, a Bray Shaman of Wilds with Traderkin and Viletide. And then in the sky, we have the Sisters of Twilight, a backline of Glade Guard with Starfire Shafts, looks like 4 of them, some Eternal Guard, some Dryads, and Glade Rise with Spears and Wild Rise with Shields. So Murph and the Lizardman player took almost the exact same builds as they had last game. Almost. I guess the Lizardman changed it up more. I am a little worried about this combined AIMA force not having enough frontline, I dare say. The front line's looking a little weak. They have a lot of shooting to protect. While as the Beastmen have a ton of rush, as they do. And Wood Elves also have a good amount of rush with plenty of archers to support. So it will be bold. It will be just. It will be Garen. Ready. Good luck. Genghis loved his foes. Geckos love having families. That's good luck, have fun, but a different acronym for it because these people are silly, silly memers. Okay, here we go. And my guys are getting ready. They're preparing. I wonder what this Bone Giant's going to shoot at. Probably chariots. Probably chariots. That is the one thing I love about 2v2s is the armies look much more army-esque. Like, look at this just horde. Look at them all. And these guys being spooky. The Wood Elves and the Beastmen have teamed up. What does this world come to? Tomb Kings and Lizardmen at least could kind of possibly make sense. Possibly. And we are off to the races. The Solar Engines and the Bone Giants are going to start firing in. And that Ungor herd had a very bad time. And they're already about to leave. Will they break? They're down to 0 melee attack and 0 melee defense. What's doing that? Looks like these guys have a little debuff. 24 melee attack and 24 melee defense lowered. Ouch. Ouch, kabibbles. The sisters might want to go on, you know, burst fire or whatever. Gorbachev liked having fun. I bet he did. Thank you for your good luck, have fun. Tuskor Chariots are getting fucked up by all the fire. Sisters on the side might want to go spread shot and just take care of some of this front line because the Beastmen really desperately need to get through there as fast as possible. Coldwood Riders in the back are ready to catch any of these flanking motions, as are these Skeleton Horsemen, but it looks like the Salamanders are having a hard time finding a home. And Torx the Brass Bull is in it. He is past the front line. He is accelerating through. We can see these Skinks are collapsing a little bit. Ungor Herds and Tuskor Chariots are trying to pull through. But what is this debuff? Curse of Onrir upgraded. Ouch. So the Beastmen, to Henowin more specifically, have tried to dull the front line advance just a little bit. And Torx Breastbolt is taking a lot of damage. If he has Brass Body, he needs to pop it right about now, or he is going to die a horrible, painful death. Looks like some of the Glade Guard have fallen behind just a little bit, so have some of the Skirmish Cav. Torx pops Brass Body and now is starting to run. Sporkle Stalkers are shooting him in the back, as are 2 Solar Engines and a whole bunch of Skeleton Archers. Just wrecking that boy. He's having a bad time. But he's trying to get out of there now. So the Sons of Goros are doing magic damage to this Hex Wraiths, absolutely crumping them down. And this whole side in general, the red team should push in very aggressively. They are winning that hardcore. While the front middle area, they've been a little bit deleted after their initial success. The flanks are where they are trying to get some of the nastiness in. Brave Shaman of Wilds, a little overextended. If he has a Traderkin, he should overcast it right now into these Cold Riders and try to damage them enough so he can get out. And also these Sons of Goros and Dogs need to be pulled in immediately and get him out of trouble. Sisters need to be probably a little more aggressive with their ammo usage. The single shot is having a hard time doing very much. The Brave Shaman Wild does take a Solar Engine shot to the face and gets pushed off. Centaurs need to come in here with some dogs and get him back online. Overall, the Lizards have re-secured the front, and this flank hasn't gone terribly for them yet. It's gone pretty bad for the Order Alliance, I'll call them, but they're having a tough time. Rusty and AC Maiden apparently having a reunion. And the Sisters are here. They're taking some shots from the Solar Engines, but they're doing okay with that. Bone Giant will rip another shot in Torx Breastbolt and do a lot of damage to him. And now the infantry are moving through that flank. Archers are trying to kill all these Saurus that are piled up. It looks like some Wild Riders even are getting in on the fun. Here's where it gets a little tricky. We can see now the value assets for the Lizardmen and Tomb Kings are running out of things to put between them and danger. One of the Solar Engines is going to go down. Bone Giant's within range. The Archers are having to retreat. And there's even a Pendulum cast try to take care of some Saurus? No, I don't know what that Pendulum was trying to hit. Looks like it might have been a miscast. But can the Wood Elves and Beastmen grind? Can they keep going? Back here we have a big old Cav engagement that's doing okay for the Tomb Kings and Lizardmen. They just don't want you to kill all of these skirmishers. They don't really care what happens to these guys. Ooh, Bone Giant finishes off the Brave Shaman of Wilds, and it looks like Torx the Brass Bull is also running off into the distance, and that could be pretty bad for the Beastmen. Now the Wood Elves have maybe shut down that second Bastillina. It looks like they will, and with all that arrow fire coming in, it probably will actually die. Cav fight's going okay back here for the Wood Elves and Beastmen. They're wishing that they were winning it faster than they are, because they have other places to be. Dogs tried to shut down some Stalkers. Chameleon Skinks, sorry, not Stalkers, but they did get intercepted by Coldwind Riders, and it looks like they are about to break. Sisters are in the sky. They have plenty of ammo left, and the Tomb King is very low. Maybe he can get sniped out by the Wood Elf Lord, or Tehenowin could, but Sisters are going to have to carry pretty hard. Where did the Sons of Goros go? Ah, they're running off after all the skirmish cav. Wild Riders here are trying to finish off the Coldwind Riders, but the Coldwind Riders actually might still win this fight, especially with some skeleton support coming in. Wood Elf Archers have moved up. All four of them are still perfect health, and they have decent ammo, but there's a new Shopty summon coming down on them. That could be pretty bad. Sparkle Stalkers have been ground down by all this chaff. And the Bounce Power is still dead even. This has actually been a banger of a game. Shopty summon comes in. These Glade Guard need to run, need to move, gotta save themselves from the doom that comes for them. Some Zagoros are killing some Skink Skirmishers and Chameleon Skinks, but those little bastards are really hard to hit for some reason. Bone Giant rips another shot into those regenning ROR throwing axes. And Sora Spears are on their last legs next to the Branch Wraith. But here is all the fire coming in from the Wood Elves. Maybe you want to focus down on to the Bone Giant. It can't dodge nearly as well as Tehenowin can. And thankfully for Murph, the Bone Giant misses that shot. Hey! That was a good volley on it. Did a lot of damage. And Murph is going to rear charge Tehenowin, getting a nice hit in there. For the first time this game, the red team has pulled ahead on the Bounce Power. We can see that once all these assets got compromised, they had a very hard time getting their value after that point. Sisters of Twilight are fighting desperately against Tehenowin. They're getting a little low, and they will pull into the sky, deciding it's not worth it to fight him if they end up dying. And they even rip a shot backwards, breaking him, and dogs get on top of him. Maybe they can even finish him off. This is looking pretty bad for the Tomb Kings at this point. The last of their units are crumbling away. The Ushabti is still holding up this balance of power a little bit, and that will quickly not be the case anymore. Lich Priest of Light throws a Barona's Time Warp on himself. It looks like he might have been the only target for that. So Tomb Guard are trying to fight. What can the Order Alliance do at this point? Not a lot is left. It's Lich Priest of Light. The Lizardmen are actually just out of this game, honestly. They have some very tattered Saurus trying to come back, but other than that, they're out of units. So it's up to the Tomb Kings, and the Tomb Kings don't have a lot either. There's even a Pendulum coming in here just to finish off some more Tomb Guard and get them crumbling, and army losses will come in. That was a banger. That was an absolute banger. Ugh. Nice job. Those Glade Guard in the back were almost all out of ammo. Fired all their shots. GG. Well played. So for Daimaros, Tehendoman had a hard time getting his value in. He cast a lot of debuffs, though. Saurus did fine. Chameleon Skinks, Skink Skirmishers did okay. Coldman Riders actually did very well, considering the position they were put in. Solar Engines did well, didn't quite pay for themselves. Salamander Hunting Pack got shut down pretty intensely. Tomb King and his henchmen struggled a little bit. Tomb Guard held for a long time. Hexwraiths got shut down by magic damage Sons of Goros very quickly. Sepulchral Stalkers and the Bone Giant did a lot of work, and the Ushabti Greatbows tried to pay for themselves. For Contende, Torix the Brass Bull and his mage friend. Ooh, Torix got super shut down, but his mage friend actually got some good value out before dying horrifically. Ungors largely did fine. Tuskor Chariots got shut down a little bit. The Sons of Goros and the Centaurs with Throwing Axes got good value. One of the dogs did really well, and the Harpies all died horribly. Which means I'm guessing Murph has most of the value. 1,500 on the Sisters, 400 on the Mage. One of the Dryads got 800, wow. Some of the Spearmen got really well. 1,500, 1,600, 1,900, 1,400. All right, there was all the value. It's on those Glade Guard. Very nice. Very nice. GG, well played. Good job, everyone. Proud of you. I am going to go on a hike now with the pupper before I have to go to dinner with Grace's family. I bid you all... Oh, wait. I got to update the score. Got to update the score. It's got to be accurate. AIMA 3,300, 335, and LS 3,300, 336. It was an epic struggle of over 670 games, but LS came out on top.